summertime, but the living has been made a little less easy by a heat wave. I had wanted to go to the beach this week, one of 2 days when I have very few other obligations, but the weatherman predicts record high temperatures of about 100 degrees or so, or maybe 98, which would be about 37 Celsius. That's hot. And there's a limited amount of time to spend in the surf. It also takes about an hour and a half to get there. Going downstate is probably one of my great joys. I try to do it twice each summer and one time when it's off season. I haven't made the off season this year. There's a bit of preparation. Lunch is easy because Wawa has their Hoagie Fest right around now. It has been my custom to stop at a town called Milton, or Milford rather, which is a little more than halfway. I more often than not go with my wife. We stop, we get a lunch that we're going to eat when we arrive. There's a certain amount of packing. I have to find the sand chairs. I think they're in the garage. I don't know if I want to go exploring the garage during high heat. There's also an opportunity cost to travel. I have things that I want to do this week. Clean some of the house. I have debris in the gutter on the front roof that needs to be removed, though I probably don't want to be doing that at the height of a heat wave. My outdoor plants need to be watered, but that only takes minutes. And I should be doing it anyway. But the real barrier is, what is it like to be on the sand in scorching heat at a time of the summer season just past the solstice, when the ocean hasn't reached its full warmth for the season. I do like to get away, though. There's no barrier to going next week or the week after, and a second trip in July. Since I have a lifetime state park pass, access to the shore is very easy. The state runs 3 state parks with beach access and bathhouses. The main one has actually gotten fairly elaborate. They can get crowded, but during the week, parking is usually more than ample. I have other things I can do there also. 2 of the 3 parks are accessible to fishing areas. One very easy fishing. It has a long pier. It's a 1/4-mile pier. You stake your claim. Now, most likely, the bluefish and sole, which dominate the pier area, are not going to be very hungry. In fact, they might wonder a little bit about phony fish with hooks on them as lures. Like, why are these fish moving around? Do I really want to eat a fish that ought to be on some psychotropics? Maybe not. But there are people who do know how to fish in hot weather. I have sunscreen. I have sun spray. I have a sun hat. I have tote bags. There's no barrier to going. I just put gas in the car, a little bit expensive compared to what it was last week, but I have enough to enable me to travel. The barrier is really my willingness to do it in very hot weather, uh, to get my wife to um, either go along or decide not to, which is probably the wiser thing to do, and then to just do it, but at the expense of other things that I also want to do. I will just have to make the choice. Eventually, the heat wave will tail off. We will have some rain. The uh, gardens and flowers and herbs will restore themselves. But this week, tomorrow, or the day after, I have to make a decision on whether to do this mostly desirable day trip. Thanks so much for sharing this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.